ITP.
I would share three typology of projects: infrastructure projects, intermodality, and campus planning. And thought about planning a campus in middle of a desert where there is no water, there is no electricity, and there is nobody. So in terms of architecture and in terms of looking at megastructure projects, the architect role is redefined, and the architect has to look through architecture from different lenses. One has to not only create a global facility, but at the same time a public space which is financially viable. Oops. And this also gives us a rare opportunity in the life cycle of the country to get new technology in the country. So that's very important. And these global facilities have also to be landmarks of a country which are here to stay for next 50 to 60 years. So how one can make them sustainable to an extent is also a challenge. Airports or these mega structures are not sustainable, to be very honest. They are all energy guzzlers. You need megawatts of energy. You need energy equivalent to a city for one kind of a project. So when we won the global design competition to design the Chennai Airport Terminal in 2007, we got an opportunity to design more than 200,000 square meters of an area. I had no idea how much that square footage is or square meters are. So these are the existing facilities, a 3 million capacity terminal and a 6 million capacity terminal, and a city site, which was right there. So when we were doing the master plan, we said that, is there a possibility just not to design the master plan, but also to create a possibility of looking at an infrastructure piece where you can have all the public modes of transportation seamlessly integrated, so that you don't have to get out from the metro station and go to the terminal. You don't have to go from the highway to the metro station. But is it a possibility that I can take any of those modes of transportation and go to any other mode of transportation without going out of any of those transportation facilities? So that was one challenge, and we brought all these stakeholders like railways, highways, the airports, and the metro station together. And we sat with them to create a master plan which is feasible for the next 50 years. We created the international terminal on the extreme left, which is marked number 1. Number 2 is a domestic terminal with the substation right here, metro station facility, connectivity between the 1.2 kilometers away terminals with the metro station, connectivity with the highway, the railways. To achieve that, and when we were doing the master plan, after that we were thinking about how the terminals can be envisioned. To create sustainable terminals, it was very important to learn from nature. And we thought that let's look at the bird which has always flown, and the idea of the airplane has arrived from the bird. So we thought about the bird, we saw its flight, and we wanted to fly. But we had to sit right at the transition point between the land and the air, and create a transition point which can create a pause between this facility. So what we thought was, how can we think about the bird, and how can we create a volumetric composition where we create a form which is seamless like a bird. You see these wings, they have no supports. So we have to create a terminal which has no columns. We wanted to create a terminal where the spaces are absolutely column free. So we took a cue from the in terms of structure of how organically this is one monolithic structure. So that's how we came up with the idea that let the column, there be no column or beam, but one monolithic structure itself. So that was the idea of the volumetric composition. The second thing that we thought about was how the terminal composition can happen. So we took a very simple step of creating volumes in terms of the processes, check-in, security check, and the security hold. So looking at these simple things, sometimes they bring a lot of value to the design idea itself. So we were able to create 7 facets inside the terminal, thereby increasing the daylight in possibility from 4 sides to 7 sides.